皆さんこんにちは。最近好評の勉強実況ですねをやろうと思います。意外とこういう実況系が人気なんですね、YouTube って。私顔出ししてないんですけど、顔出さない方がいいってことですね、きっと。まあじゃあやっていきましょう。今日はですね、いよいよこの English American Way っていうのが終わりそうなので、ちょっと最後の瞬間をみんなでね迎えたいなと思って中継しようと思ってます。ちょっと長くなるかもね、だから。でこれ実はね、結構初級か中級者向けぐらいかなと思うんですよ。だから割とね簡単な内容なんですね。でなんで私これ一応やってるかっていうと、まだまだ私のレベルも大したことはないんですけど、自分がこれを使って教えれるようになるために一応やってるんですよ。でさらっと読めば理解できるぐらいの内容だし、よくこれ使うなっていうのが納得できるんですけど、自分がじゃあ例えばこれを使って教えるってなるとね、より深い知識を身につけて一応一通り目通しておかないといけないので、そのためにやってるっていう感じですね。じゃあ、やっていきます。今日は最後のユニット21です。The Big Interview。今はちなみに夜ですね。最近も朝から夜までも時間帯関係なく頑張ってます。今日もさっきね、実はもうユニット20をやってたんですよね。昨日もユニット2つぐらいやったかな。The Big Interview Before ですね。だいぶね発音もね慣れてきたかなと思うんですけど、あとそう、昨日久しぶりに海外のドラマとか映画をちょっと見てるんですけど、やっぱねリスニング力はね聞かないと落ちてますね。っていうか聞くとね戻りますね。海外ドラマ本当おすすめです。ぜひ皆さん動画見てください。海外ドラマのねを使った勉強法のね。でそうですね、英語のスピードにちょっと慣れたいなっていうのもあるんですけどこれ筆箱のこのノーズミントっていうのね、リフレッシュできるんですよ。ドンキとかに売ってるんですけど、すごいすっきりしてね、目が覚めるっていうね、集中力が上がるミントですね。おすすめです。じゃあ行きましょう。 Before Well done, to land an interview is a big accomplishment. To land an interview. Land Get something you've tired for. 一応書いとくか。Land Get something you've tried. I see. 皆さんこの動画見るときどうやって見てます？多分ね、一緒にこの動画を見てるだけで私が勉強してるのと同じように見てる方も勉強できると思うし、同じ内容。あとはね、例えば私が勉強してる時に一緒にね自分の英語を勉強するっていうのもいいかもしれないですね。音消してね、うるさいんで私ぺちゃくちゃあと英語喋ってるんでバックミュージック的な感じでずっと流しといてもいいかなと思います。おすすめのね見方とかあったら、見てる方同士でねコメントしてくれるとお互いプラスになるんじゃないかなと思います。To land an interview is a big accomplishment. Your first reaction will probably be excited relief. Then comes the next thought. I don't want to blow it. Ruin your chance to do something. How can I make sure I nail the interview? I know the interview. Nail って確か nail do something perfectly. 一応書いとくか。nailネイルってこれ爪のネイルと一緒？ nail do something perfectly. You made a good impression with your application. Now you need to follow up with a great personal impression. You've got to prepare. One great strategy is to practice with a mock interview. mock practice. Mock practice. Before it's a big day, ask someone in the know to help. In the know. In the know. The expert か。Someone in the know. Expert at something. Help. Some people even make a video of themselves in a practice interview so they can see how they come across when they answer questions. Think about the questions your interviewer is most likely to ask. Practice your answers, but be careful to sound natural and not to sound too staged. Staged ね。なるほどね。面白いな。英語 Looking to practice it or memorize. Staged って言うんだ。へえ、面白いね。ステージの演技確かにね。大げさだもんね。It's possible that they'll throw you a curveball and ask a question you never expected. Oh, curveball, okay. Just stay calm and answer as best you can. Do your homework. Make sure you know about the company and the job responsibilities. Interviewers often ask why you want to work for them. Make sure you have an answer that shows you know about the company.It's natural to be nervous, but it's important to look confident. You'll feel more confident if you look professional and feel comfortable. Choose clothes that are conservative ってなんだっけ conservative は traditional か忘れてんなやっぱり conservative traditional Save the t-shirt and jeans for when you get home and need to unwind. Relax. Unwind ってrelax ね。Finally, before you go, make sure you know exactly where the interview is. Sometimes we think we know where something is, but the exact street address can be tricky to find. You do not want to get lost or have to walk very far before your interview. Allow plenty of time to arrive early so you can relax a bit. Never be late. It's important to make a good first impression. Trust us. An interview will not be impressed by someone who can't be on time.Hey, guess what? I got the call. The call? What are you talking about? What call? I got a call about the job I wanted. Remember, you helped me with my resume. It's a supervisor position and I've got an interview tomorrow. Wow, if I get this, it'll be a real feather in my cap. Feather in my cap. Something to be proud of.Feather in one's cap. Accomplishment to be proud of. I'm pretty excited. That's awesome.Alan, and you've worked there for quite a while, so you've already got your foot in the door. Where's the interview? It's at their head office. Oh boy, where on earth is that? Where on earth? Oh, it's somewhere down Industrial Road. I have the address written down somewhere. I have a pretty good idea of where the office is.A pretty good idea? You'd better make sure you know exactly where it is. Industrial Road is pretty long, and there are a lot of cul-de-sacs. Cul-de-sac, a short street that is closed at one end. Whatever you do, you can't be late. You have only one chance to make a good first impression, and you'll blow it if the interview has to wait for you. Being late will not help you nail the job. Yeah, I thought of that. I think I'll drive down to the office tonight and check it out. I'll be more confident in the morning if I know exactly where I'm going and how long it will take to get there. Good plan. Don't forget to leave extra time for traffic in the morning. Have you decided what you are going to wear? I think the company is pretty casual, so I thought I might wear my new jeans. And I bought a new pair of sneakers last week. What do you think? No way. If this is a supervisor job, you may need to dress a bit more upscale. Even if jeans are okay on the job, I think you should wear some other pants to the interview. I think you should even wear a suit jacket if you have one. And how about a tie? Even if it's a casual place, you will look very professional to the interview. Okay, so I guess that means no sneakers too. Well, the good news is that if I don't get this job, maybe I can get a job as a fashion model. Well, then at least you won't have to worry about clothes. Yes, you need to think about how to dress for an interview, but just as important is to think about what you eat before in the interview. You'll be sitting pretty close to the hiring manager, so you may want to think carefully before you have onions and garlic for lunch. Also, spinach is your cheese is not a good look for anyone. Be sure to check the mirror before you go out. Pretty excited is the same as quite excited. Pretty casual is the same as a rather casual. And spoken English, going to sounds like gonna. What are you gonna wear? What are you gonna wear? Go to must sound like gotta. You've got to prepare. During a job interview, an interviewer asked if the candidate would like some coffee. The candidate said, "That sounds great. Do you mind if I eat my donuts with it?" He did not get the job. Okay. See, it's not difficult. そんなに難しくないんですよ、これ。During, you made it on time and you look great. The interview brings you into a room and wow, there's an entire panel waiting to interview you. You may have expected to speak with just one person, but sometimes a company likes to have an entire group of people ask questions. Wow. It may be intimidating, but don't let this throw you. Intimidating って何だったっけ Intimidating. Making you feel unsure about yourself. But don't let this throw you. You are well prepared, you've done your research, and you've done a dry run. Dry run ってなんだ Practice. 面白いな。Dry run. 乾燥した走りで。Practice なんだ。ちょっとね、夕ご飯食べ過ぎちゃった。めっちゃお腹いっぱいだな。勉強するとね、カロリー消費するらしいんですよ。だからダイエット代わりになりますよ。きっと。にしてもお腹いっぱいだな。You're ready? Actually, the interview begins as soon as you meet your interviewer. It's usually customary to shake hands. The interviewer will probably offer his or her hand first. A firm handshake shows confidence. Just don't break any fingers. Firm ってしっかりした的な感じ Yeah.Look the person directly in the eye with a friendly smile on your face. Don't sit down until the interviewer offers you a seat. And make sure you remember to turn off your cell phone. Leaving it on during an interview is a big no-no. No, no ってなんだ ?No, no は no, no じゃないの ?Something is that you cannot do. No, no. Even if it's set to vibrate. Very often people can hear its vibrating sound. This is almost as bad as letting the phone ring. We don't even want to think about this, but if you forget to turn the phone off and it rings, apologize and turn the phone off immediately. Never answer your phone during a job interview. Different hiring people have different style of interviewing job candidates. Some will try to make you feel comfortable and they may even sit in a chair next to you. Others will sit behind a big desk and have you sit on a small, uncomfortable chair. This can sometimes be intimidating, but the interviewer may just want to see how you handle a situation like this. Don't let it shake your confidence. During the interviewer may talk about the job and ask you about your experience, but he or she may also ask some tricky questions. For example, a popular job interview question is to ask, what is your biggest strength? This is a great time to talk about something you've done well in the past. You meant something like, I think I'm a great team player, even when I'm in charge in control. I know it takes everyone working together to do a great job. The next question may be, what's your biggest weakness? This one isn't so easy. It's not a good idea to talk about real weakness. You'll never get the job if you say, well, sometimes it's hard for me to get to work on time. A good idea is to think of something that can actually be a strength. For example, you might say, I really enjoy helping my coworkers with their projects, so I try to be careful not to take on too many extra duties. Near the end of the interview, the hiring manager will probably ask if you have any questions. Make sure that you do. Asking a question about the job shows interest in the position and the company. It's also a chance for you to see if this job is a good fit for you. It's nice to meet you, Alan. I see that you've been with our company for a while now, haven't you? Why are you interested in the supervisor position? Well, I've really enjoyed my job so far, but I feel ready to take more responsibilities. I think I have a lot to offer the company. Have you ever had any supervisory experience? Well, when my supervisor has a day off, he asks me to help manage the restaurant. It includes supervising the other workers, answering any questions they have, making sure they get their breaks, responsibilities like that. Yes, your supervisor speaks very highly of you in his letter of recommendation. Well, Alan, can you think of a time when there was a problem you had to resolve when you were in charge? And tell us how you managed the situation. Well, I can't say I've ever had any problems with my coworkers, but I guess sometimes if an order wasn't exactly right, a customer might get angry or nasty. And just to make sure that I stayed calm, I listened politely to his or her complaint, and I redid the order. I always apologize for the mix-up. A lot of times I'd throw in a coupon to show goodwill. That usually seems to do the trick. Customers can sometimes be tricky. Sounds like you handled those situations very well. It's really important to us that our supervisors are able to deal in a friendly way with customer problems. You probably also know that we are doing more and more work on computers. Keeping spreadsheets a way of keeping information. Spreadsheets. A way of keeping information. Keeping spreadsheets is an important part of the job. How are your computer skills? Are you familiar with Excel? I do use my home computer a lot, but I haven't needed to use Excel. I'm pretty good at finding out computer stuff, and I catch on pretty quick. So I'm sure I can get up to speed with the program. No problem. Great. Well, do you have any questions for me? Yes, I know that the company is growing and opening new locations in different cities. If I'm offered the job, where will I be best? Good question. I'm glad you reminded me. The position is open in the other locations, but we really need someone who can be flexible. We'll want this person to fill in at our other restaurants when another supervisor is on vacation. Would you be able to do that? Absolutely. I'd really enjoy getting to know different locations. Great. Well, Alan, thank you for your time. We'll be in touch as soon as we make a decision. Thank you for taking the time to talk to me. Thank you for taking the time to talk to me. What are your religious practices? How old are you? Where are you born? Do you have an illness or disability? Are you married? Do you have children? Are you able to perform for physical duties of this job? After we hire you, can you provide proof that you can work in the United States? Will you be able to work during all of the scheduled days and times of this job? Yoし、これでいよいよラストです。After, it's always a nerve-wracking ってやったな。Very stressful. Nerve-wracking. It's always a nerve-wracking time after an interview. You keep thinking about the questions and your answers. How did it go? Why didn't I say this? Why didn't I say that? You may get a call asking you to come back for a second interview. This is a good sign. It shows that you are one of a few people that they are interested in. They may want you to talk to other people you'll be working with. This is a good time to mention that great thing you forgot in the first interview. They may want you to talk to. Although a company should write or call to let you know if you got the job. Not all of them do this. If you don't hear anything for a while, it may be that you didn't get the job. It's fine to call the hiring manager and ask if they've made a decision. You can even ask for feedback on the interview. Knowing what things went well and what things made them decide to hire someone else can help you prepare for future interviews. Sometimes after you've given up all hope, you may get a letter or phone call out of the blue offering you that job. We knew you could do it. Out of the blue. Out of the blue. In a very unexpected way. Hey Ellen, did you get the supervisor's job? I don't know. I haven't heard anything yet. And it's been 10 days now. Don't worry. Sometimes it can take ages before you hear anything. How do you think it went? I think it went okay. I seemed to have most of the qualities they were looking for. The only thing is I haven't had much experience with Excel, and that's what they use for all their reports. Well, that's something that you can learn. It's actually pretty easy to work with. I can show you sometimes if you'd like. I use it all the time in my job. Thanks, I'll take you up on that if they offer me the job. By the way, did you wear your sneakers and jeans? No, I took your advice and wore a jacket and tie. Hey, maybe they didn't like my tie. なるほど。Take you up on. Accept someone's invitation to do something. Take someone up on something. There are usually a lot of people who interview for each job. You can make yourself stand out by looking and sounding professional. You will also stand out if you send an email or short note thanking the interviewer and reminding him or her why you would be such a good choice for the job. You also stand out if you have a spinach in your teeth, but we don't recommend that. Cream of the crop, the best of the best. Cream of the crop. Work like a dog. Get the job done. All in a day's work. All in a day's work. Put your best foot forward. Okay, finished! ということで、最後のここの部分をやったら終わります。そのまま言ってこう。よし。You have the job of your dreams, but you unfortunately the company you work for is focused to. Supposed to downsize and you've beenなんだ let go か work hard かな let go か Don't panic, you need to keep a cool head and think of a good strategy to get yourself on this job. Yeah. Don't live on a bad note and work out in yeah. You need yourself. And you may need an from your read or reference from your reference from your current employer saying when there's such a good skills good candidate for new position just before going on skills interviews what skills are really important. What skill you have in members. First impression, really important. Hi Fib, what's up? Well, this is some good news and some bad news. You know that I have worked Sure. Did you decide to leave? Have you decided to leave? Okay. No, I haven't quit. Actually, it's the opposite of success grad. You're talking about I get a bit more, and if I am more money, my wife and I will travel too. And what's new find? Let's go here. Design again. He's speeding. Did you speed in the? Were you speeding? No, I wasn't going to. you first. But I was chatting on the cell phone while I was driving. I was so excited I couldn't wait to tell my lives, and the police pulled me over. 終わったー。できました。はあ、これ終わりました。ちょっと気合を入れて頑張ろうと思ってやり始めたのが先週ぐらいかな。7月1日から今日7日、約1週間で結構進んだな。ユニット7だったもんね、1週間目の時。ってことは約1週間でこれ終わりました。この全てを終えましたね。まあ比較的簡単な内容だったので、まあティーチング用に一応自分は勉強してたので、まあさらっとっていう感じなんですけど、長い戦いが終わりました。皆さんどうもありがとうございました。一緒に頑張ってくれてまだねこの本以外でも英語の勉強をどんどん頑張っている途中なので、さらに、ネイティブ並みの英語力を目指して頑張っていこうと思います。昔ですね、ハリウッドで今活躍されてる日本の俳優さんがいるんですけれども、ゆうきくんっていう方が見えるんですけれども、その人のねブログを見ててすごくねびっくりというか尊敬してるんですけど、英語力ねその子もほぼない状態でアメリカにいきなり行かれたそうなんですね。で英英辞典を1ページ目から読むとかっていうね、すごい困難というか、もうすごい根気がいるような勉強をねされたということで、もうそれぐらいね英語を真剣に頑張ってハリウッドでパイレーツとかにも出てたみたいなのでね、パイレーツ・オブ・カリビアンとかでジョニー・デップとも共演してたんですけど、まあそういう感じでね本当にね必死で英語をやんなきゃなっていうのは実感してます。もちろん英語コミュニケーション取れるし、一応一通りまあ演技とかもね向こうでできたんですけれども、まあもう本当にねネイティブレベルになるのはねほぼ、93% までは近づけるって言われてるのかな。ネイティブ 100% になるにはちょっと難しいのかもしれないんですけど、なるべく近づけるように人並み以上に、要はコミュニケーションができればいいレベルじゃないので、私の場合はもう発音も文化もカルチャーもねアメリカ人の感覚も含めてですね、英語をやっていかねばならないということで、とにかく必死で日本にいる間にできることといったらそれぐらいなんでね、ちょっと必死で頑張って英語を頑張り、お金を貯めてまたハリウッドでの舞台に立つ時にはねもう 120% の力が出せるように頑張っていきますので、ぜひ皆さんも一緒に頑張っていきましょう。では See you!